Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench. Hour number 3, 9 o'clock here in the capital city. I played Beastie Boys for Huck for the first time on our fishing trip, our guide down the river. Because you're in canyons, you don't really have a lot of service. And I was like, hey, can we play some music? And the guy's like, yeah, I don't have a lot saved. I don't have a lot downloaded to the phone. Yeah. We can teach your boy about some Beastie Boys if you want. Absolutely.
Mean, was it like a spiritual awakening for him? I wish I could listen to Beastie Boys for the first time again.
Yeah. I don't know. It wasn't, spiritual, maybe died inside a little bit when he was like, this is terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, Huck.
So you got a question.
Were they the good songs?
It was like an album, so it was some deep cuts.
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
it wasn't all good.
Which album?
I don't remember.
What song do you remember that was on it?
So he did like Brass Monkey.
Okay.
So he did like that. It was good.
Yeah.
Now some of the deeper cuts, I was like, yeah, I get it. They're just
I get
kind of
it,
like
right.
they're yell rapping a little bit.
But the good ones are good.
I can actually. So I've been telling y'all for a little over a month now that I have been a little hard of hearing.
Oh, yeah.
My right ear has been clogged up for a while. Today's a new day for me. I can hear.
Well, I noticed yesterday you had both earbuds in.
Yeah, well, yesterday was okay, but went to the doctor yesterday afternoon. Finally got in. Saw the ENT. Went to a hearing specialist. Not that I was worried about. I could feel that my either ear was clogged up or something swollen, some sort of sinus situation. Turns out it's had some packed wax in there. It's bad. It was tough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the candle didn't even work to get the wax out
Candle
of there?
didn't work.
What'd they have to
Wasn't
do?
going to get this.
What'd they have to do?
So I go in there and they so when you tell your doctor that you can't hear, they immediately put you they sent me in to do a hearing test.
Right.
So I go in this little box to do this hearing test, and the guy that's
the raise your
performing,
hand thing or whatever?
yeah, audiologist or something like that is the one that's I think I said that right. He's the one that sees me
Sounds right.
first. I saw him before a nurse. I saw him before a doctor. So they just want to do a hearing test to make see how deaf I am.
Yeah.
He looks at my ears and he puts this little thing on my ear to get a reading of my eardrum, how it's moving back and forth. He's like, I don't have anything. I can't even get a reading on your eardrum.
Did you think you were
You're
going deaf?
Too much wax.
Yeah. Oh.
So we can't do the hearing test.
Well,
right
so
now.
at that point, you probably knew anyways.
At that point, I was like, all right, I know there's a clog in there.
That's
So I go
crazy.
see the doctor. They spend 15, 20 minutes trying to scrape out. It felt they were touching my brain.
That's crazy. How did it even get in there?
It was they worked for a while, and it didn't feel good. If you ever stuck metal things in your ear, it's not great.
No, I can't imagine.
Pretty sensitive.
It is. Yeah.
And eventually they're like, okay, yeah, I can see the eardrum now. We finally got enough away. It immediately
That sounds awful.
started hearing better.
Really?
I mean, it's it was blocked, right? And so my ear's still calibrating a little bit. Everything is.
Yeah.
Feel a little pop
It
every now and
feels
then.
my right ear feels like
So much relief.
it
though.
sounds like a speaker that's a little raspy.
Okay.
But man, it
Interesting.
feels so much better.
That final feeling, though, when it's still
Oh.
muffled and you feel the little pop and then it's clear.
Yeah.
Such a
It's
great
a good feeling.
It's such a good
Can't
feeling.
replicate it. That was a good feeling. So, hey, we're back. Both ears. Back, baby.
Hell yeah.
Hearing everything. Then I took the hearing test after that. Good news.
You're not deaf.
I'm not deaf.
Okay.
So he's like, here's your test results. Your right ear, your left ear, all very normal and good hearing. He's like, so at this time, I don't think there's a need for a hearing aid.
Perfect.
Boom.
At this time?
At this time.
Okay. That part might be like, wait a minute. Why'd you say it like that?
I'm sure throughout the day of the normal routine for an audiologist, probably has to deliver some maybe not like terrible news, but like maybe some pretty obvious news for some people.
Yeah.
It's like,
they
hey,
can't
I know you can't hear me, but you're deaf.
All right, well, it's fair.
So were you just like not cleaning your ears, or
I think the problem was
you were cleaning them too hard and pushing it in?
See, yeah, I think
People say that Q-tips do that.
Yeah.
don't use Q-tips.
Yeah, you're
people.
apparently not supposed
Like
to.
I didn't really. So I've done it in the past, and I had to get my ear cleaned before. I didn't think I was really doing it that much anymore. Anyway, hey, we're clear now. I can hear anything.
You can hear our thoughts.
Don't you be whispering around me anymore. I can hear it. Yeah, I felt bad though. Like my kids, anybody on the right side of me telling me something in the last month, I felt like that older gentleman that has to like turn his whole head and be like, huh? What'd you say? It's been a lot of that at the Flint house. But we're back.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes. This 40-year-old's not deaf. Did you see that Coach O, who's now back at LSU, of course, we celebrated.
Wait, what?
Did you not hear that
That's
yesterday?
crazy. I missed that news.
What were you doing during the show?
I don't know.
It turns out, according to On3 at least, that it's a 1-year deal, $100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Quite the pay cut from his paycheck that he stopped getting in December.
Bro, he's still on payroll. They're like, hey, same address?
Say,
New check?
you want to change anything?
You get
Didn't even have to fill out paperwork.
Like he's already in the system.
He's already in the system. They probably haven't even gotten around to taking him out of the system.
they're like,
Still
hey,
in there.
just re-up that.
Yeah, I just want to kind of reemphasize what we did yesterday about how incredible of a move this is for Lane Kiffin and LSU fans everywhere heading into the season. I know it's a 1-year deal, but like feels like this could be, unless he gets a job, a head job somewhere, this could be something that lasts a while just because of Ed Orgeron's love for the university and LSU and those 3 letters on the chest. So very excited about that. And I just was thinking about, Lane Kiffin and the decision to do this it takes not every head coach is going to make a move like that to bring in a former head coach, former national champion head coach into his staff and welcome him with open arms and be excited for, because of course, the egos involved with coaches. And egos are not, I don't say that in a bad way. Egos make people better. Egos make people confident, and confidence makes people make a lot of times really good decisions, and it makes them chip on the shoulder and things like that. Egos can be a good thing. Now they can be a downfall of people as well. But most successful people in any walk of life, especially sports, do have egos. But it's those egos that is why you don't see multiple head coaches on the same staff usually, especially at the same school. So we are fired up, and I've talked to multiple former teammates of mine, former players that are also excited to see him, because he does resemble a lot of the spirit of LSU, certainly, spirit of South Louisiana. And he absolutely, undeniably loves LSU. So I know they've been teamed up before. I know Orgeron tried to get Lane here when he was first head coach at LSU, but just excited that he is going to be hitting the recruiting trail. And there is no better recruiter in the country than Ed Orgeron, especially when he's got LSU on his shirt or on his hat or whatever he decides to wear. So excited about that, excited about the future, and the peripheral that Lane Kiffin has and is showing, with knowing that he's kind of like wants to focus probably a little bit more on the portal king, and now you got Ed Orgeron holding down the fort in the high school ranks. So now that we're kind of like a day removed from the news coming out, has anything struck you about this Ed Orgeron move that maybe you didn't have yesterday?
I like it more and more. The
The
more I
more
sit
you
on
think
it.
about it, you like it. Yeah, it's like there's no negative to it, right?
Well, no, but like I'll be honest. When the news first came out, I was like, all right, why? And then I was like, I mean, why not? And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, the only potential con would be, we talked about it yesterday. Oh, a power struggle, something like that. But with Kiffin here, that's not an issue because they've been friends for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Kiffin knows him and everything. So when you look at it, there's really no downside. And if for whatever reason, let's say the recruiting doesn't work out and Orgeron whiffs on recruiting, whatever, he's on a 1-year deal, $100K. You could just move on at the end of the year. I mean, there's literally no downside to a move
I don't
like
know
this.
what
So.
I don't know what could happen for it not to work.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, outside the box, if it doesn't, move on from him in December.
Yeah.
What's the problem? Yeah, I don't really see a downside to it.
It's really a can't lose situation. A can't lose hire, and the upside is so great, and the low side is nearly nothing.
Because you don't have a ton of Louisiana flair on the staff. Like, sure, Blake Baker's been here, and then Corey Raymond is an established guy. He recruits nationwide. Like, he's going to get whichever DB you want. But remember, that was the big concern when Frank Wilson left was, hey, what about that New Orleans area? I'm always of the opinion that it's LSU. If you're good, you want to go to New Orleans. Frank Wilson, no Frank Wilson.
Right.
But it's the guys that are on the fence, right? It's the guys that are weighing their options. Orgeron could be a tiebreaker for that, so why not bring him in?
Oh, he could absolutely be the thing that tips the balance for sure with a lot of the kids. And like Frank Wilson is an incredible recruiter, and he's an incredible man, and he loves LSU as well. I know he's with Ole Miss now, but like we can't give him credit for what he's done and what he's given and how he held everything together last year after Brian Kelly got let go. But if you're going to replace him, you might as well replace him with the best, right? And you replace him with Ed Orgeron. So that fills that hole and more, I believe. Like you said, if you got a guy on the edge, and it could go either way, he's absolutely the straw that could break the camel's back on someone making their decision. Because, like we said, access is hard to come by. Access is valuable. Information is valuable. And Ed Orgeron has as much or more access than anybody could imagine. Anybody else in the entire country in Louisiana. Now, maybe Frank does as well, but Frank doesn't have those 3 letters on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that does make a difference. Now, it might not, because I know the relationships are still going to be there. He's going to be close friends with people. He's going to know some of these coaches and administrators in the high school level, known them for decades probably. But with Ed, with those 3 letters, he's going to have access to absolute unquestioned access to everywhere. Frank might have to work for it a little bit more. So if you're pinning them head to head, I would give it obviously the advantage to Coach O. So still excited about it. And I'm like you, like the more I think about it, the more I just like it. And now I see the contract, it's $100K. It's like for what you could get in the value and the amount of money that's dedicated to football at other places, that is comparatively super cheap. Now, I get it. You can make the joke and laugh about the buyout and all that good stuff, but has anybody complained about Coach O's buyout? No. I don't think so. It's pretty reasonable.
That's not the big buyout payment you should be worried about.
And it's pretty, yeah. And he coached the greatest college football team to ever take the field. So, yeah, we get it. But anyway, super fired up for LSU football coming up. And while there's not a whole lot of hard-hitting things to talk about for the football season coming up, really specific, it is starting to be football season with baseball being over, softball getting in the super regionals, which we're fired up about. But, we've got to start turning our focus and our concentration towards football season. And there's going to be a lot of hype. We talked about the list of the top 100 players that On3 released. There's going to be a lot of lists. There's going to be a lot of off-season talk, a lot of chatter that we're going to find throughout the news cycle. That'll be fun to talk about. But it is football season. All right, it's at least getting real damn close to it. So excited about Coach O's addition to the LSU football team. All right, we are going to take a break. But before we do, I want to talk about Rejuvenate. I want to talk about feeling better no matter what the age is, and feeling young again, no matter what that is. Look, I'm 40. I feel like I'm in my prime right now. Why? Because I go to Rejuvenate. I go check them out. I've gotten my blood work drawn. I've gone and talked to their medical professionals. They are the hormone replacement leader in Louisiana for over 10 years. Testosterone replacement. It's going to make you feel awesome. It's going to make you feel incredible. And it's not about being like high hormones. They're going to like juice you up and make you feel like high test, bro. It's all about just being what your age, the normal limit is, or the normal range is for your age. And a lot of people fall underneath that. So if you are feeling a little bit more lethargic than you should be, a little less energy, enthusiasm for life, if you're feeling a little bit less than you should be for your age, go check them out. They can take that blood work. They got 13 locations all across Louisiana. They can make an extremely positive impact on your life, on your family life, your marriage life, all of that stuff, because you're going to feel better about yourself. You're going to be more confident, and you're going to look better. You're going to feel better. And also peptides too. Like the Wolverine peptide, which I'm taking, is incredible. It makes you feel better. You get over from soreness from working out a lot quicker, less aches and pains. I'm 40. Look, I got a few more aches and pains than I used to. That knocks those out, helps you heal, helps that cellular recovery be faster right there. Go check them out. One of 13 locations all across Louisiana. Rejuvenate Medical, rejuvenatemedical.com. All right, we're going to take a break. Stick with us right here and Off the Bench.
Off the Bench. ...2007 champs. Purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back here at Off the Bench. Tripod coming at you all morning. And Lady Kane. Yeah, I'll give you your credit. Dog. Alondra, if you had to, like, your default button when it comes to music, 90s grunge?
Yeah.
Like, it's like if they're just...
It's what I listen to the most.
Yep.
So if I don't have any...
So notice most Fridays. Usually...
Yeah, Fridays are
It's a
like
little
Mondays. I just kind of like...
Just kind of go.
Mm-hmm.
Just default. You don't even think about it.
Not really, no.
Thank God you played Alice in Chains, though.
Right.
Finally.
I know. I'm terrible about it.
There was a question... Or,
I forgot about it.
well, yeah.
It just hit me. I was like, wait, what are
you talking about? Yeah, just play Alice in Chains, please. Did we ever tell the listeners what that
Yeah,
No, I don't know if we
we-
should.
was? Yeah. Okay.
I'd rather not.
Okay, good point. Move on to, there was a question that came in the Would You Rathers earlier that I wanted to get to. Would you rather LSU win their next national championship in football or win one in basketball?
So basketball would be more unlikely just because you've never done it. I'm going to say football only because it's been a really bad sports year for men's sports at LSU. Football's next. Let's get the bad taste out of our mouth.
I
So,
agree.
like, if you're coming to this year football, we need something quick. But basketball would be pretty wild. But I'll go
Basketball
football just
would be
because I need
wild.
some.
I think a football natty would sustain the fan base for a while.
It would. It would. Because, like it or not, a lot of people around here are football, baseball.
Right.
And they are. When basketball's good, it's great.
Yep.
A football natty, like, that can hold you up.
Yeah, while winning a basketball national championship would be absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
It would be electric. It would be unprecedented. It would be a surprise. And that's what makes sports great sometimes is the surprise factor. Like somebody doing something they've never done before. Of course, LSU, it's a little bit more commonplace for them to be elite at football than it is basketball. Like that would be like almost like Indiana win the national championship in football would be like LSU winning it in basketball almost. Maybe not as extreme as that, but it'd be as unlikely. I think it would be like it's a tough question because it would be really cool to see that, but economically, it makes more of an impact with football still by far if LSU football is good. So, being in Louisiana, you want the economics to work out as well to the best of their abilities. But, man, it would be really cool if LSU basketball made a run.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I'd finally be a fan.
I mean, to be fair, you didn't join the show at a great time in men's basketball.
I didn't join the show at a great time for anything.
Fair enough.
Well,
And it got off to a hot start. We did win a World Series.
True.
Hot start.
I mean, you just can't start at the
sent
top
Jay a
because
steak.
there's literally nowhere to go but down from there.
But then we stunk at football.
Yeah.
You
men's
hopped on
basketball
LSU won the Natty.
and
You were like, this is
baseball.
easy.
I know. And I say that with all the love, too.
Yeah.
Like, we all get we stunk. We fired
I
our
mean,
coach.
we're not telling anybody nothing.
We paid a
that they
man
don't know.
$50 million
To
not
leave.
to
Right.
leave because we stunk so bad. I don't love
You
LSU.
need to leave.
Yeah, I don't love LSU any less because I've seen they stunk, but they stunk at everything.
No, it's
Men's
tough love.
sports-wise. Women keep crushing it.
I know they're crushing.
Keep crushing.
It. Yeah.
But yeah, men's basketball would be pretty.
It'd be legit, but
I mean, it was pretty cool when I was in school and they went to the Final Four. That was awesome.
shout out John Brady.
That was really
your
cool.
Junior year.
That was 05, right? 06 season.
Mm-hmm.
So that was about redshirt sophomore year, right after the.
Yeah,
I think it was right after.
I forgot you redshirted.
I think it was right after the Peach Bowl. It was that year. It was right after that. If I'm remembering correctly.
No, you
which
got it.
I did get hit in the head a lot.
We need a football Natty though.
Okay, so baseball or basketball?
What?
Baseball.
If you had to choose, would you rather?
Baseball.
So I'm
So I could go to
I'm in
Omaha
the
again.
vast minority, but I've always been a big LSU basketball fan. So
I'd go basketball.
I'm a
If I had to
basketball
choose
fan
one,
too, but
if I had to choose one,
Yeah.
I would go basketball. Like for next year, I would say basketball because that would be.
well, and also we've never done it in basketball, which is why I was debating the football one as well. Like the unlikelihood of that matters.
And you've never done it, right? Like, it'd be fun, and we could because we could either be putting together the weirdest roster of all time or the
best.
greatest roster of all
Yeah.
time. Who really even knows? When you put together this super team of pros,
Yeah.
did
We'll
we
see.
add
Maybe
somebody
we'll
else
win
tomorrow?
a natty. Yesterday we added somebody from
Price dessert.
France.
Yeah, it was France.
That's why Taylor's wearing the France shirt.
Oh, true.
Good for
It's
y'all.
true. I'm a big dessert guy. That's true.
You're a big what?
Dessert. What's his last name?
Yeah.
Oh. Pronounced that way?
I'm assuming it's Dessert. That's dessert. I mean,
23, 8.7 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game.
Okay. Interesting.
I just want to go to Omaha again. Like, I'm getting depressed that I'm not going to go this year. That was the best time of my life.
Yeah, you kind of crushed it, huh?
Like, it was the best time ever.
You did leave us, but
I did,
you
yeah.
crushed it.
I mean, what did you want me to not go to Omaha?
No.
Once in a lifetime opportunity. Watch somebody pitch a complete game shutout in game 1 of the College World Series.
That's true. You were so excited about me joining the show that you
I had to
left.
leave.
That you had to leave.
I was like, I can't do this.
And if you need to leave, and you need a car to leave,
Oh.
see what I'm doing
beep,
here?
Beep.
See what I'm doing here? Go to Bayou Automotive, BayouAutomotive.com. Ford, Jeeps, Dodge, Ram. They got it all right over there. And what separates Bayou Automotive from all the others is their customer service, is their forward thinking in the way that they do business. It's not like just the traditional car lot, go see a car salesman, go test drive. They have all that, and they have it, and they do it the best. But they also have, you can purchase a car from the comfort of your own home. A lot of times with it, like you can go to the website, you can build out a car on at like the Ford website or whatever it is. You already know exactly what you want. You can go to their website to make sure they have that on their lot currently. And if they don't, they can order it for you. And you can do it all from the comfort of your home. They got 9 full-time drivers right there on staff. So if you do buy it, they'll just drive you the car. They'll pick up yours. They'll trade it. They'll take it back to their lot for the trade-in value. The whole process is just flat out easy. And they make it simple for you. So go to their website, BayouAutomotive.com. You can see all their options. You can select body style. talk to somebody right there, give them a call, just start that process, and it's easy. And if you buy a car from them, also the maintenance. Like if your car needs to be serviced, they'll just come pick it up. They'll come pick it up, bring it back, fix it, and bring it right back to you. They make everything easy right over there at BayouAutomotive.com. So go check them out. That's kind of a pro transition right there.
It was so good.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I would rather see next year a basketball national championship than a baseball to close out that conversation, just because it hasn't happened before, and I think it'd be electric. And we already got a couple of those baseball championships in the last couple of years. All right. I don't think that LSU basketball players, a lot of them, are going to be celebrating Memorial Day
Probably not.
because they're not from America.
They probably don't know what it is.
They don't even. They're like, what? What are we? Why
We're talking about
why is
Memorial
everybody
Day.
off?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to celebrate. And let's talk about that when we come back from the break. Our plans, and y'all get in the chat, throw us y'all's plans, what everybody's going to do to celebrate America, celebrate our heroes, past and present, those that have served as well. So stick with us right here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to First American Bank and Trust. We were there 2 days ago. And so although there were some technical difficulties, what we got the opportunity to do was to shake the hands of the people at First American Bank and Trust, look them in the eye, talk to like the amazing people over there that work. And, when you're dealing with a bank, when you're dealing with people that are holding on to your hard-earned money that you've worked hard for, and you're saving and you're building and you're growing, and you want to make sure that it's a local company making local decisions. And we talk about loans all the time. Like if you need a mortgage, if you are growing a business and you need like a working line of capital, if you need just a little bit of runway to go higher, to grow that company, you want to make sure that it's not somebody in New York City that's making that decision. You want somebody that understands this economy. You want somebody that understands this culture and understands exactly what you're doing right here in this community. Go to check them out, First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
Welcome back here, Off the Bench. I had somebody, I think yesterday, come up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, listen to you every morning. Love the show, blah, blah, blah." He's like, "Yeah, you don't have the best singing voice." And I was like, "Yeah, that's fair. I know. I hear myself when I sing." I think a lot of people that are unrealistic about their voice think they sound good when they sing.
Yeah.
I already know I don't.
Right.
But I still like to do it. It's kind of like dancing. Like I know I'm not like
I'm not great at dancing, but I'm going to do it.
But I have rhythm, and I'm going to do it. And sometimes it makes me feel good to sing my little heart out, even if it doesn't sound good to you.
Coming up to a stranger and pointing out his shortcomings is wild.
Well,
Yeah,
he did.
I'd have been like, yeah, well, your shirt's wrinkled.
Well, you're ugly.
Think so? Your shoes untied, bud.
Your mom can't sing.
It's your first time out in public?
Yeah.
Matt's just checking out at the grocery store.
Yeah, I throat checked him.
I mean, that's the only logical response.
I'm clear.
He's like, now you can't even
Yeah,
sing.
you can't even
fool.
sing, dude. Ever.
What else am I not good at?
Yeah.
Can you? I'm not gonna be able to hear you.
Yeah. You want to talk about my cankles?
You cut him like on the Greek mythology, like the Achilles. You do
Yeah.
it.
Uh-huh.
Or wait, yeah, that was like the one part that he would.
That's what he's known for.
Yeah.
Shot in the arrow. Shot with an arrow, not in the arrow.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense.
Because he didn't have his.
Look.
They didn't dip his ankles in the river.
Matt just crushed this guy's larynx. You were like,
Yeah.
now you can't sing.
Now you can't sing, pal. But he was a pro about it. He was very nice. He led like a good salesman, led with positive.
Yeah.
Hey, love the show. Listen every day. but it's the but that always
Yeah.
gets you. But your singing voice is terrible.
That's something that like has been hard for me to reconcile with is like how comfortable people are being negative toward you or like
Yeah.
criticizing you. Or,
Well,
like,
see, I've lived in that world forever.
Right. Well, yeah, that was like your whole thing.
Yeah.
We sit up here and do it every day. We criticize people that like,
sure.
so you're used to it, but like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 6th grade, me in the stands in 07 criticized Matt all the time. I'm just kidding.
you idiot.
It's an acquired thing, and you got to be confident
Yeah.
or dumb,
Right.
whatever it is.
Whichever one.
But criticizing the singing voice, yeah, I got it. I already know that.
It's just like, hey, man,
I didn't
love the
think
show.
I was a good singer.
You can't sing. Like, that's just wild to me. You should
Yeah.
have been like, hey, man, you seem like a nice guy. Your car's ugly.
Yep.
Like-
Yeah, that's right. But what you didn't realize, Guy, I've had a sore throat for a month and a half.
The studio is not a proper acoustic environment.
All right.
I mean, I feel like if anything should be a proper acoustic, it should be a studio, but
It really should be.
Trust us, it's not.
But we do have these like theater lights that
Yeah.
were there the day Honest Abe got shot.
I don't even think there's any sort of like equipment to help it with the acoustics in here.
Even Tuzette noticed. She was in that seat yesterday. She's like, Dad, why are these lights so bright?
Literally.
And white. Why is there a big glare on the top of my head? Well, babe, 'cause I'm slightly balding, for one. That doesn't help. All right, Memorial Day. What are y'all doing?
I'm just laughing at Gold Celt's comment.
Oh, God.
I'm laughing at you like I'm slightly balding and that doesn't help.
Yeah, I digress. Look, it's been, my word count's up for this morning. All right, so let's cut the boys some slack right now.
No, when I said I was kidding, Gold Celt said you were really only in 6th grade in 07. Yes, that part's true.
Ooh,
yes.
wow.
She was probably in what, 5th?
What year did you graduate?
I graduated 2014.
I graduated in 16, so I was in
Oh, so she was in 4th. Okay.
Yeah, because I was 9.
You know what? Really, I saw this the other day on the internet, and like, there's certain things like if you think about it that strike a chord with you.
Is it
and
the
really,
MLK thing?
No, this is a little bit different. This
Okay.
is like, and it might be kind of similar to that. What you're thinking. There's certain things like when you think about it that way, you're like, oh my God, that I really am getting old.
Yeah.
Like, so as we sit today, the same amount of time has passed since the year 2000. This is going to hit people that were like 90s babies like me.
Okay.
Like, the same amount of time has passed since the year 2000 as the time had passed between 1974 and the year 2000.
Oof.
That's hard.
They really
That's a hard,
Who puts out these graphics to make people feel bad?
yeah, that's a hard truth to like look at. And you're like, yeah, because growing up, born in mid 80s, grew up in the 90s, like the 70s at that time seemed like so far
right.
away.
Like
What-
a whole different.
bell bottoms,
Yeah.
like all that, like, whoa, that's a different era. It's a different generation.
So do people that are younger now feel that way about the 2000s or like the 90s?
I would think so. Like
Yeah.
I would think like the 90s would probably be that for
Yeah.
college kids. I'm like, what about y'all? How far do y'all think the 90s are?
I was born in 98, so I don't think it's that far.
Okay, but the 80s for y'all probably.
No,
feels-
I feel that way about the 70s, like you said.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that was a long time ago.
Well, they don't lie when they say that the older you get, the faster time goes.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of weird. Like some things seem like they just happened.
Yeah.
That happened a long time ago. Some things do feel like they happened a long time ago. And it's just weird how different memories serve you. But man, that hit me hard. The time difference between 1974 and 2000 is the same between 2000 and today.
Wild.
Whoa.
Eeh.
Yikes. You're
What are
funny.
you laughing at?
I'm laughing at Nookie.
Yeah.
He said the solemn Memorial Day discussion is making me emotional.
We never do what we say we're going to do.
We never do.
Like, it's just,
All
we
right, so
tease something and then, like, we just talk about
but
something
seriously,
completely
what
different.
are y'all doing? So we are, as the team Flynn, we're going to try to relax a little bit this weekend because the first day of summer started yesterday for the kids. Quite the whirlwind. Did a lot. I'm sure a lot was going to happen today. So maybe we get a couple of days off because Memorial Day, we are going to go to a friend's house, a pool, grilling, chilling.
Fun.
Probably having some Dos Equis.
Hell yeah. Should you not have a... No, never mind.
No, Dos Equis.
Yeah,
It's bottled and made here in America.
true.
It's Mexican lager.
Yeah.
Made here in America, though.
Okay.
So we're going to have some of that. Taylor, you were going to... You said it
We're
earlier.
going to Gulf Shores.
Going
Yeah,
to
a little
Gulf
last
Shores.
minute. It's going to be great,
So
though.
even though you'd rather a lake than a beach, you're going to go to a beach.
Well, we were invited,
Okay.
so we're going down there. I wasn't planned, but my parents got a condo, and they're like, hey, only thing available was a 3-bedroom because they booked it kind of late. They're like, you want to come down for the weekend? We're like, oh, yeah, we want to come down for the weekend. So I just found out yesterday it's probably going to rain the entire time, so that's awesome.
Cool.
But
Cool.
I'll have a condo vacation. Probably won't be much beach involved.
Yep.
But we'll be there.
All right, good. Landra, what you doing?
I don't have any plans for this weekend. So probably just... I was going to take the 3-day weekend to just rest. Like, I'm
You got to do
tired.
something on Memorial Day.
So in New Orleans, they have this place that it's not a hotel, but they have a pool. And they have like food and drinks and stuff like that. And you can buy like a pool pass or something.
Ah.
So I'm like, maybe I'll just go like,
All the pools open.
yeah,
Lifeguards on duty.
right. Lifeguards on duty. Maybe I'll go to Blue Bayou.
But yeah, about to say, hit up by
Is that so? Like
that
it's
wave pool, bruh.
Is it open or is it like grand opening, reopening?
So
this
it's
week?
open. I think just like not all the slides are open.
God, they're getting
something
a lot
like
of,
that.
they're getting a lot of free pub right now.
They are.
You keep bringing it up.
I know. Well, I didn't bring that one up.
You
we
would say it's in our head.
But we did
because of
say
you
somebody
earlier.
died as well.
Yeah, so that kind of does.
But that was in 2010. It doesn't matter.
But
Yeah,
in fairness, everybody does
At some point.
at some point.
Yeah.
I got to do it somewhere.
So maybe like I'll just be out in the sun somewhere for Memorial Day.
All right. Probably just love it in America.
Just love in America.
Taylor's going to be disgruntled.
no, we just talked about this, Matt. We just did this.
He just uses.
There's
any
been too much
excuse for
damage. There's been too much
yeah.
damage done. You can't make it up now. Not on this solemn day of Memorial Day.
I would love to do the Murph challenge. I can't do a pull up,
Oh, so
let alone 200 or 100 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I looked it up.
You could probably do it assisted, though.
I can do an assisted one.
There's apparently variations, but the official Murph challenge: 1 mile run, 100 push-ups or 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups,
300 squats.
300 squats,
Then
1 mile
another-
run.
Air squat
Yeah, air squat.
and a mile run.
Yeah, 2. Well, technically 2 by the time you're done with
Okay,
it.
so you start.
Mile in between another mile.
We can do that.
It's not that dissimilar from what you did.
Yeah, it sounds very high Roxy.
Well, so you're supposed
I mean,
to
it
wear
sounds
like
awful.
it's a CrossFit thing.
and you're supposed to wear like a 20-pound weighted vest.
Yeah.
How many pull-ups?
100.
That'd be tough to do.
I don't think it's supposed to be easy.
That's a good point. All right. Get your questions for Ask the Bench as we close out the week here. About to head off to a 3-day weekend. Get your Ask the Bench questions in here in the YouTube chat. Text them to the text line 499-1045.
Yes,
I nailed that.
499-1045.
1045. Text Ask the Bench anything you want to hear from myself, Taylor, Alondra, Lady Kane. Any question you would like to get in before this week is over. Get them in right now as we close it out right here and Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
All right, go to pelicanroof.com. Your number one company, your number one resource for all things roofing. If you need a roof replacement, they got you covered. They're absolutely the best. If you need a roof repair, it's pelicanroof.com. And how do I know? It's not just like me saying it. It's not Jake saying it when he's here. It's you saying it. It is the 5-star customer reviews. It's the internet. The meanest place on planet Earth is 100% the internet. We see that every single day. But the internet loves Pelican Roof because 5-star reviews, 600 plus 5-star reviews right there on the internet because, well, they give you the best quality service, the best quality craftsmanship product around. And I know there's a lot of decisions, a lot of companies to choose from in Louisiana. You see their advertisements a lot. but the best is PelicanRoof.com. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge, so that means they don't have somebody driving across the basin. If you have that project, they're going to dedicate a project manager specifically to your job only right there at PelicanRoof.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back here. Off the Bench. We're closing out the show, closing out the week here, getting ready for Memorial Day. Before we do, our friends over at Oster want to remind everybody that May is National Stroke Awareness Month. So remember the acronym, Be Fast, okay? Because time is of the essence if somebody you know or around is having a stroke. Be Fast, which is balance, eyes, face, arms, speech, time. Make sure you recognize. Go check them out at osterhealth.org, and you can check out all those symptoms. You can be aware. We just they want you to make sure that you're aware, and it's something that's affected my life in my family as well. So we know the importance of that. I want you to be aware of it. May is National Stroke Awareness Month, and Oster does too, and Oster Health. If when it comes to your health, you want that best team on your side. So make sure you go check out oster.org for all of your medical needs, locations all across the Gulf South. So go check them out. Every patient, every single day. To learn more and to find a provider, visit oster.org. And always remember this month that it is stroke awareness. So be fast. All right, let's get to your Ask the Bench questions here as we close out. Close out this show. Ask the Bench. Build your perfect glizzy.
I'm a chili cheese. I go chili cheese, onion.
All right, Walker.
Yeah.
Mustard and dill relish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Respect.
That's it.
I like mustard. I like it pretty simple. I like mustard, but I also like a caramelized onion.
I like a caramelized onion.
Okay,
too.
so I went to the NASCAR event a couple weeks ago. I went to Dega, and I was up in the suite, and this old salty pro, this old hot dog pro, he's probably about 75. He'd been to probably every NASCAR event ever. He taught me this little trick. You take the bun. There was a little griddle top, little flat top, and it was hot up there. It had like some dips on it, keeping warm. Well, he moved the dip out of the way, and he got some parquet butter, and he put it on the flat top, and he put top down, put the top of the hot dog bun on top of that butter, and it crisped up the top. He wasn't trying to like butterfly it open and crisp the middle, just crisp the top up with a little butter on a flat top. Dog, mustard, grilled onion, best hot dog I've ever had right there. And I learned it from an old salty NASCAR pro. It was absolutely elite. Asked the bench, did the earwax cleaning probably save Flynn's life?
I would say definitely.
I mean, if I had some life-threatening situation coming from my right side that I had to hear to survive, it could have. But it saved my daily comfortability and the way I just function.
What if you're like, using a crosswalk appropriately, Matt? Somebody's brakes go out, so they're driving to you. You don't hear the car.
They're like, look out, or you're going to die.
You can't.
I wouldn't be able to hear it.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it'd be done. Ask the bench, favorite My High flavor?
Fruit punch.
The blue one.
I'm going to say the blue one because it's the highest seller. It has the business owner. That's the one I like the most.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
from a
What is it,
flavor
raspberry?
standpoint, it's
Not
just
raspberry.
a random blue.
Yeah,
Got some raspberry in it for sure.
I like it. The zero.
From a taste bud perspective, I go kind of back and forth. I'll get like an orange kick or an island kick. And if you want to get on a My High kick, go to Rouse's. 20% off the rest of the month. 20% off, my gosh. What a deal. Steal. Can't afford not to get this.
Yeah, the orange ones are good too.
Ask the bench. Would you rather Marco Polo or chicken?
Oh, like in the pool?
Wait, what's chicken in the pool?
Somebody's on somebody else's shoulders.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Marco Polo or chicken? Yeah,
Chicken.
okay.
Yeah, chicken.
for sure.
Marco Polo's kind of boring.
I never, that's an overrated game. In the
Yeah,
pool.
I don't really get it.
I mean, everybody peeks. And
Yeah.
like chicken, it's like you can't cheat that.
No.
It's mano y mano. Chicken team, I guess. 2 people. But the best team wins.
Because like
Right.
Marco
And
Polo,
it's usually not the person you think.
you
sometimes
find the person who's yelling after that. Okay,
Yeah,
what happens after
sometimes-
that?
Right. And sometimes the bigger guy doesn't win. Sometimes you use their momentum against them.
Right.
They're trying to push and I back up real quick and just throw them down face first.
All right, I'm never playing chicken against you. You have a lot of strategy.
I know. All right, guys, we are wrapping up the week, and we just want to remind you Memorial Day is not just about this long 3-day weekend. It's not about hanging out and barbecuing, which is all great, but it's a day that is set aside to honor the men and women of the United States military who gave their lives that served this country. Veterans Day is about all the military. Memorial Day is about those that paid the ultimate sacrifice. So don't forget that. And I think 3 p.m. Take a pause and think about remembering those that made that sacrifice. We love you. Go America.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com. GoTommies.com.
Go, Tommy!
Yeah, thank you. Go to GoTommies.com. Windows, doors, siding, the best company around. If you have a project going on, if you have something happening at the house, maybe you're building maybe a renovation, maybe extending, maybe you're building a house from scratch. Or maybe you just need some new doors, some new windows, new siding, whatever it is. Make sure that you give Tommy a call. Yeah, you're going to call a couple different companies. You're going to talk to like what personality fits with you, who can give you the best price, the best product, what you feel comfortable with. But if you have a project, do yourself a favor and give Tommy and his team a call. You're going to clearly see the difference and clearly see why they win award every single year since 2016. Being the best. And if you get them to install something, lifetime warranty. That's good for an entire lifetime. Pretty good little deal there. So go to GoTommies.com. Check it out if you have that project happening. GoTommies.com.
Are you